1959 Triumph TR3. Nice, solid, straight example. Good body gaps. Great run and drive. Factory hardtop. Largely a rust-free car. There is a couple of spots I'll point out. TR3s are a hard car to restore. Once they've been taken apart, they're hard to get back together with good gaps. You can see this one's got fabulous hood and nose gaps. Chrome bright work is good on this car. Glass, rubber seals, all good. Nice interior. Beautiful gauges. Crisp, sharp. Car starts real easy. While I'm here, let's try that. Horn works. There you go, nice easy start. We'll get back to that in a minute. Even though it's about 28 degrees, we're gonna put on our stocking caps and our coats, and we're gonna go for a drive. Car drives real good. It's real tight in the front end, real strong motor, not smoky. Gaps in the deck lid are good. Trunk is good and clean. These are rust prone areas here. Tools, not much there. Grease gun, a couple of tools. Engine crank and jack are here. Pretty car. All the wings are in good shape. They're straight. Door gaps are nice. The doors themselves, they're long, so they have a tendency to move up and down. These are good and tight. Thump. Give you a shot of the engine compartment here in a minute. Usually when you get those white wall tires on these vintage cars, they're old bias ply duplicates. These are radial tires. So you have the white wall effect and the vintage effect with the modern drive. I will put the hardtop on, go for that drive. That'll make it a little warmer, and then you can see it with a hardtop. Let me open that in. All right, here we are in the engine compartment. Clean, nice, tidy. No rust from that battery area. No leaking master cylinders. I'll start it again with the hood up so you can hear it. All right, we'll put the top on. By the way, the soft top is brand new, as is the carriage for the top. The paint is in good condition. See the soft top carriage. Carpets are in good condition. All right, here we are with the hardtop attached. We thought since it was 20-some degrees outside, it might be a good idea to put that top on. It enables me to show you the car with the hardtop on. I think it's pretty attractive, nice vintage look with the hardtop. And our driving video is going to show it with the hardtop on. Probably the side curtains on too, it's very cold. All right, we'll go for a drive. At least the sun is shining. All right, we're onto the undercarriage of the TR3, and one can easily and quickly see why this car drives so well. Look at that, the entire front suspension has been rebuilt on this car. I didn't need to put it up on the lift to learn that. I could tell when we were driving. There had been some work. Brake calipers are even new. Top end, brake lines, all that suspension components are new. Solid car. This is the rust prone area. Solid. All the frame is solid and straight. See how straight that frame is? It's never been damaged. Floorboards are good. I found some on the passenger driver's side. I'll point out a little bit of rust. As you can see, those are original floorboards. They're in good shape. Dirty, but not rusty. Again, good solid frame. Actually, for a British car, the underside's pretty dry. Good, nice exhaust. Looks like it must be stainless steel. This is a rust-prone area. Solid, you can see. Drain plugs are open. Again, not pretty, but it's solid. That's what's pretty to me. Not covering anything up. Tires are fresh. Nice condition. Let me walk you over to where I saw a little bit of rust. Again, nice brake activity here. Fresh. Let's see, where was that rust? There we go. No? Well, maybe it didn't have any rust. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is not very pretty. This is where our feet fit, our feet go, and they have put a pan in here This is the original floorboard. That's the ugliest thing on the car, about the only ugly thing on the car. But again, they did put some metal in there. They just didn't replace the pan. You run along the bottom sides of the wings. It's all solid. Drain plug here. And this is the other place where we saw some rust. This is surface rust here. But it does bleed. Right here's a little blister and a couple right here. That's about it. But you can see it's solid. It's not full of putty, and it hadn't been patched, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to get any worse. Not going to get any better. Look how nice the gaps are on the doors. I'll lower it down to eye level here in a minute. Let's go to the other side, and you can see this is all cleaned and nice. All right, I'm gonna lower it down. That is the ugly. All right, and it's not too darn ugly. Car's a 1959, so I wouldn't expect much better, unless it's a restored car. Okay, I'm gonna lower this down. All right, here we are at eye level. We do this so that we can show imperfections you will not see down on the ground. Again, good door gaps in that door. You can see how straight the door is. You can see how straight the front wing is. Back fender's in good condition and straight. Hubcaps are all nice with the correct emblem in the center. Finish on the wheels are nice. All the bright work is in a nice condition. Nose is straight. Lenses are in good condition. Again, this side's very straight. It's a nice line. Good condition here. Good lines here. This is where we saw the blister. Pretty minor. Certainly wouldn't stop me from buying this car. It's in great shape. You got the factory hardtop, you got a brand new soft top, you got brand new side curtains, you got the boot for the top, you got a brand new soft top rack cage, all new tires, good chrome, pretty color. I mean, what a unique, nice little dove gray colored car. Here's some nice gaps here. Again, lenses are nice. Real strong motor, as we discovered on the drive. Real tight suspension. Nice body. Nice example.